Today we are gonna discuss about ISIS of the world light pollution. Before starting, let me ask you, like ever have you looked down at a major city from an aeroplane at night? Because you will see a blaze with LED street lights, different holdings, residential and commercial buildings are illuminating. So cities today have mastered the art of turning night into some version of day. So even inside our homes our eyes are exposed to light emitted by various screens, not to mention streaming in through the windows, forcing us to rely on blue light filters and sleep masks at night. So experts say that all this light pollution is anchoring with our body rhythms and those of plants and wildlife, triggering a lot of health disorders and behavioral changes. Now we'll see why it is a current affair. What is the issue? It said that brightness from outdoor lights increased deadly between 1993 to 2020. Light pollution went from low to high pollution thanks to urban expansion, because everything is happening due to urban expansion, industrial and agricultural development. Because of air pollution too, light pollution is increasing day by day. The heavy light pollution is actually found in most advanced cities. Now, what is light pollution? Light pollution is artificial brightening of the night sky that is caused by man-made lightning. Man-made lightning is your anthropogenic light, which has a disruptive effect on natural cycles, and it inhibits the observation of stars and planets. You might go out in the night and look at the sky. If you're in a major city, you won't be able to see the night stars and planets clearly because of this light pollution, which is also known as photopollution or the luminous pollution. We should know the alternative names of light pollution also, and this is misdirected and obtrusive of natural light by excessive artificial light. So more than 80% of humanity lives under sky saturated with artificial light. This is a present condition. If we talk about these points, first one, the light pollution is also known as photopollution and luminous, so it is all because of anthropogenic light. Anthropogenic is a man-made lightning system, and it is disturbing all kinds of natural conditions, and it is a result of urbanization. Let's move forward because world is getting brighter day by day, but according to scientists, this is not a good thing. We should not be happy because of this, because a recent research it shows data from 2012 to 2019 which shows that this brightness of light in it has increased by 2% annually, and there's a concern about ecological effects. Ecological factors like how the living organisms are interacting with each other and interacting with their physical surroundings. So it is having a negative impact on it and on the people and people obviously on their health. Now, what are the consequences? Light pollution is ecological consequences with natural light cycles disrupted by artificial light introduced into nighttime environment. After that, this increased sky glow can affect human sleep also. How? I'll tell you. In addition to threatening, like it is affecting nocturnal organisms, other organisms which are active during night. So in addition to threatening 30% of vertebrates that are nocturnal and over 60% invertebrates that are also nocturnal, this artificial light is affecting plants and microorganisms also. Moreover, it is threatening the biodiversity through changed night habits such as reproduction or migration patterns of many different species like insects, amphibians, fish, birds, bats, and other animals. Even they are disturbing the reproductive cycles of the organisms. Also, migration of birds that navigate using the stars to disorient night-flying scud insects. So in humans it is disturbing the circadian rhythms. Our circadian rhythms is one which is, or in other language you can say it is a biological clock which is regulated by various hormones and other bodily functions. It is affecting the human sleep also. Artificial light at night hinders the production of melatonin. Melatonin is a bodily hormone that regulates wakefulness and also acts as a tumor suppressor. It suppresses the cancer tumors, so those exposed to artificial lights are thus at higher risk of low sleep quality. You might have heard your friends and the working people that we are not able to sleep properly, or some people they complain for insomnia and then depression. So besides all this, it even causes breast and prostate cancer. So disruption of daily rhythms due to light pollution may also lead to obesity. This is not what I am saying from myself, this is what the research is saying, and research analyzed data from over 80 countries. If we talk about animals, their departure, so firstly this was about humans, their departure from their rhythm. A rhythmic cycle, and now for animals, departure from rhythmic light and dark cycle of nature triggers. Animals don't know what is time, so whatever they regulate their activities with this light intensity of light and darkness, so it is affecting their life. Also, predator and prey interactions are getting disrupted, and even orientation capabilities, their sense of direction is they're getting confused, so several nocturnal animals and migratory birds navigate using brighter horizon as a 5 so however increasing light polluted skies are totally confusing them. Artificial lights also attract migratory birds, which frequently crash into lampposts and make faulty decisions to stop over brightly light but resourceful location for food. So from this it also developed a disrupting the successful migration also, and that is proving factor for the birds. Now last point here is that global studies, they're showing the negative impact of light pollution on nocturnal pollinators. Nocturnal pollinators are the animals which help in pollination during night, like moths and beetles, so there is a negative impact on them also, leading to 13% slump in fruiting of plants and changing in foraging habits of animals like mice. There's a lot of negative impact on human health on animals and plants. On plants it is a disrupting their natural ability to detoxify. Their damaging has been seen. Temporary building is being motors in plants, reduce time to flower transition or prevention of flowering, and even lowers photosynthetic rate is seen. So you can see there are a lot of negative impact of light pollution on whole biodiversity as more areas get electrified. Light pollution will also rise, and even these white LEDs also have consequences. Now we talk about any data which shows us the rate of growth which is observed in developing countries is much faster than in already brightly light-rich countries, so with few exceptions growth in nighttime light was observed throughout South America and Africa and Asia, and light remains stable in only a few countries, although the research is in the satellite sensors blindness to some LED. Light may mask an actual increase, so ultimately light pollution is increasing every day. Measure to control, as we are responsible for light pollution. We must have to adopt these measures to solve this problem. Firstly, we have to start with switch light, which means we have to turn the light off in case of no use. Similarly, next, we have think and act about replacing outdoor lights with intelligently low glare fixtures. In the same way, we can replace conventional high-energy bulbs with efficient outdoor CFLS and LED floodlights.